Hello, Taurus. It's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your January 2025 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of January 2025, and this reading is for the Earth sign of Taurus, our lovely bulls. I hope everyone's doing well as we continue to transition into a brand new year. Thanks so much for taking the time to be here. So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, this is for you. Cross-watchers, if you're cross-watching for a Taurus, this video is relevant for you as well. It's a general reading, might resonate a little differently for everyone. Take what works for you, leave the rest. If you know your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, watch those videos as well. Can bring in additional insight and perspective. If something really hits home with you, if it really resonates and you'd like to explore it, take a deeper look at it and reach out for a personal reading with me, for yourself or as a gift for someone else, feel free to email me. Maggie, the number one McGuire at gmail.com. Also, if you simply just like the reading style, please email me for more information on personal readings. You can click on the description of this video, click on that word more, and you'll see that contact info there, along with my PayPal me link. For those of you who care to donate in support of my channel, always very grateful to those of you that do. I would love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you quickly, same day or within 24 hours with more information. I do offer a lot of different choices for reading options, all areas of life, different types, costs, styles, lengths. There's a little something in there for everyone. The 6 and 12-month overviews, which take a look at all areas of life for the next 6 or 12 months, are still quite popular, especially this time of year as we're ending one year and beginning a new one. Something to keep in mind. I'm pretty diligent and focused on the timely scheduling of personal readings, as this is what I do full time. So if you're interested, email me. Okay, Taurus, let's see what the second half of January 2025 looks like for you. Excuse me, frog in my throat. All right, we begin with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Lots of action here, as knights often signify the speed and desire and intent of situations in our life, also offers and opportunities. It feels here like you might be really tempted to kind of charge into something, rush into something, and there isn't anything necessarily wrong with, that lovely, enthusiastic, passionate, fast-moving momentum of the Knight of Wands. But the Knight of Swords with it suggests that you need to be very clear-headed, very sharp, decisive and action-oriented, but not in a foolish or foolhardy way. Excuse me. My goodness, just got hoarse right at the beginning of this video with you, Taurus. So, there's a lot of momentum here, a lot of speed here, but it's about kind of balancing it's kind of like the difference when the Knight of Wands receives a mission or a quest and he's like, okay, I'm off, charge, and the Knight of Swords is like, wait, let me make sure we have all the equipment and the stuff we need and we know where we're going and we have our map or whatever, right? So it's kind of like combining, it feels like a situation, Taurus, in which speed and decisiveness and action-oriented choices are needed, but make sure you do it in a smart, strategic way, and also consider the impact of the people around you, or the impact you might have on the people around you. Next, we have the Two of Coins with the Ace of Coins. So, trying to choose, trying to make decisions, maybe juggling a few different things. There's a practical new beginning in front of you with the Ace of Coins. It's the Ace of Earth, so it's often a new start, a new beginning that has a lot of possibility and potential to build to a lot of long-term stability and security, whether it's financial, material, emotional, or a combination of all of those things. The Ace of Coins or Pentacles is kind of our traditional card for new jobs, new projects, moving, relocating, money coming in to start something new, or a combination of all of those things. So it looks like you might be kind of juggling things and trying to figure out, how to implement things moving forward. The Eight of Wands, a card of fast movement, momentum, powerful conversations, powerful energy, powerful forces, very decisive, very knowing where you want to get to and being in motion. It's our traditional travel card. Might be travel for some of you, moving, maybe for career or work for some of you. Judgment. Again, it feels like clear and decisive action is essential here, but I'm also getting a bit of cautionary energy, especially with Judgment, to be careful about how your choices and how you act on those choices affect or impact the people around you. I mean, Judgment is a little different than Justice in that the Justice card is kind of that black and white rule of law, right or wrong, no mitigating factors. It's just the letter of the law, the rule of law. Judgment is a little bit different. It has a bit more compassion in it. You could look at the Judgment card as that part in the courtroom drama where the defendant gets on the stand to defend himself, and what he chooses to say or do or explain can change or have a significant impact on the outcome of that trial. So it's a really important time. It feels like this is an important time of transition, of choice, and of change, but also a bit of caution as to make sure when you consider how you're going to move forward and how you're going to proceed in the choices, decisions you make, the actions you take. There is some indication here that it will have an impact on more than just you, so you do need to take that into consideration as well. There might be some moral and ethical, struggles here in terms of wanting to charge forward over here, and be very single-minded, blinders on kind of energy without kind of considering the impact and maybe needing to adjust some things. From the bottom of the deck, the overall energy and focus for the second half of January 2025, Taurus, is the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords represents perhaps being stuck at a crossroads, a decision has to be made, but there's some reluctance or resistance to looking at it or looking at an aspect of it. The Two of Swords often represents that something needs to be addressed, something needs to be looked at, acknowledged, and addressed, dealt with. So, and again, it may be that I feel a lot of this desire and passion and momentum to go charge forward after whatever the thing is here. There's a thing here, and you want to charge after it. You want to do this thing. You want to take this path. But it feels like the way you do this is important. And it may be that we all have these selfish moments, right? It may be that you just want to do the thing and you don't really want to have to worry too much about how it's going to affect other people. You just want to run off and do the thing. But, that's kind of that ethical dilemma, right? Two of Swords. I want to point something out, too, with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords here. One is fire energy, which is that passion, excitement, desire, enthusiasm, speed. And the other one is the Knight of Swords, which is air, which governs our intellectual landscape, which is about, how we look at things, belief systems, ideology. But it's about being smart, being strategic, being fair. So, and somewhat, a little impartial, or, if you can't be impartial, at least it's balancing, it's passion with purpose and planning, right? And that combination is key here. So clarifying the Two of Swords, we have the Page of Pentacles and Justice. Again, it feels like there's an opportunity to start down on a new path and you're eager to kind of move forward on it. But it also feels like there's a bit of that you need to be, there's an indication here that some of you at least need to think in a more clear, more rational, this is about balancing morals and ethics with clear, rational, maybe perhaps a little bit of impartiality, and considering again the impact that this might have or how you do it on the people around you. If the impact, like say you need to move or transplant your family to a new job, this may not resonate, of course, for all of you, and you're really excited about it, it might have some negative impact on the family itself, right? Because you've got to uproot them, you got to go. Again, it's not to say that any impact on the people around you can be completely avoided, but it can be mitigated and balanced in how you do it. Four of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and 5 of Pentacles. Home and family, family relations, whatever home and family means to you. I mean, the Four of Pentacles on one side and the 5 of Pentacles on the other side may, for some of you, indicate that there is financial and material issues at play here. And that may be why you're... Okay, so this could be two different things. For one group of you, it could be that wanting to charge forward on a new path, on a new project or something, is going to put you and whatever home and family is to you, perhaps in a bit of a financial and material predicament, and that needs to be taken into consideration. For some of you, it may be that home and family, whatever that means to you, already is in some kind of financial or material predicament, and swift action is needed in order to move forward on a new path that's going to be better for you and for the people around you. But again, it still comes back down to this, okay, it's how we do this. It's acting in a decisive manner, but also make sure that you read the fine print and make sure that you got your bases covered, that you got a pretty good plan, that you're not just charging forward full-heartedly. Again, we have Judgment and we have the Two of Cups. Significant impact on a primary relationship or primary partnership, whether it's love and romance, whether it's a close business, friend, best friend. So consider carefully, because what you say and how you say it, what you do and how you do it, is going to have a significant impact on how this goes and the outcome at the end of it. Make sure that you operate, we all have selfish feelings that want to pull us a different way, right? And it's not like you can't go after what you feel is truly in your own best interest, but how we do it makes a difference. So and it feels like there's a bit of a temptation here for some of you to want to rush ahead in a way that is going to make a negative difference in the final outcome. So we'll end with advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit. Strength, Seven of Pentacles. Facing your fears, your doubts, your insecurities, the things that you're afraid of or the things that you're insecure and self-doubt about. This is about facing those things and moving through them. You have the courage, strength, and resilience to do this. Remember what you have invested in the important things and people in your life, what you have to gain, what you have to lose in your decision-making process moving forward. Five of Swords and Temperance. Again, this kind of strong message, Taurus, about, the impact of our actions, choices, words can be profound on the people around us. So be careful, because sooner or later, if we do it in an unethical way or too selfish, too self-serving a way, that will come back to us. There's a bit of that cautionary advice here. Temperance is about learning how to adjust to different things going on in your life or different things that come in, even our own emotions, but to stay grounded in what we know, who we are, where we're going, what we believe in, and learning how to adapt and adjust for those things. If you want to rush off into this, but it would have some negative impact on the people around you, then moderate it, adapt, and adjust plans. If any pain or disappointment or challenging impact cannot be avoided, it can be mitigated, right? It can be lessened in how it's done, right? So again, just keep that in mind. I'm going to leave it there, Taurus. Those are your messages for the second half of January 2025. And for those of you for whom it made sense and it resonated, I hope it was helpful. or at least gave you something to chew on. Again, if it did, and you would like to take a deeper look at it, and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, please email me at Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can click on the description of this video, click on the word more, you'll see that there as well. I would be delighted to hear from you and to work with you. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe, and be blessed as we move through the beginning of another new year. I hope to see you back here again soon, and I hope to hear from some of you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.